2 days before I got married, my mom called me aside and I knelt down before her and she told me all these wonderful things that a Christian woman, a Christian wife is to do to her husband. You should be submissive. You should cook for him. You should clean the house. You should honor him. You should respect him. And she went on and on. But nobody told me about sex. That you be doing it morning, afternoon, night, all day, every day. What? I was clueless when we got married, as in, because I got married as a virgin, as a novice, and the whole thing I heard about sex, it's beautiful, is this, is that. That was not my experience when I got married, though. In fact, for the first few years of marriage, it was not enjoyable. So, if you are currently in the shoes that I was in when I got married, come closer, ladies, because this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing with you how to have good sex, great sex in marriage, how to enjoy sex in marriage. This is for my Christian women, Christian ladies. Okay, I'm going to be sharing with you three important tips. Okay, but before I dive into it, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Okay, grab a chair. I'm sharing free drinks, free snacks, whatever. Okay, grab your popcorn and drinks and just relax, right, while we talk about this very important topic that we don't talk about enough, especially in the house of God. Okay, so you're welcome. My name is Blessing Ekunaya. I'm the Confident Woman. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my other episodes on this channel. Right, so ladies, let's get right into it. And if you're a man watching this, you're welcome also. Okay, now I've titled this How to Have Great Sex in Marriage. Okay, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that I think that are important for you if you want to enjoy marriage, sex in marriage. So this is for those who are married. Okay, it's not for single people. If you are single, change, move to another channel. Okay, go watch something else, or just keep this at the back of your mind if you're planning to get married soon, right? Because it will help you. Okay, now let's get right into it. Number 1 is knowledge. If you want to enjoy a great sex life in marriage, right, it's important that you have knowledge. And what do I mean by this? Number 1, I'm going to talk about different areas of knowledge that is important for you to have. Number 1 is knowledge that sex is good. Sex is godly, it is holy, it is for you, right? A lot of times, if you are a child of God, if you're a Christian, right, before you get married, you hear things, but don't have sex is not good, sex is bad, sex is this, sex is that, right? And so we get into marriage with this idea that sex is not good, like it's something that you should avoid, right? I mean, it's important that you avoid it before marriage, but your brain has been so wired to think that sex is not good or it's something for you to avoid, and then you get into marriage, you're still thinking that you're supposed to avoid it. No, you're not meant to avoid it, you're not meant to enjoy it. And we don't hear that enough, as married people. So one of the knowledge that's important for you to have is that it is good, it is holy, it is not dirty. Yes, sex is not dirty, especially in marriage. Okay, God created it, God designed it for the pleasure, it is for your enjoyment, okay, for your pleasure. So come into marriage, and if you are married, enjoy it. That's the knowledge that is important for you to have. It's not for your husband's enjoyment only, no, it's also for your enjoyment as a woman. So that's the number 1 knowledge you have to have. Okay, number 2, the knowledge of your pleasure zones. Very important. Or we call the erogenous zones, those zones that make you feel ooh. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, it's important that you know those places, because when you're aware of those places, right, you can direct your husband. And if you know his own pleasure zones, also his erogenous zones, you can know the right buttons to press. Okay, but this is for your own pleasure, how to enjoy sex for you as a woman in your marriage, right? So be aware of your erogenous zones, and some of those zones could include like your neck, or the back of your neck, or your earlobe, or the back of your ear, you know, the nipple area, right? Some people also your navel, right? Or when you get to, you know, those pubic area down there, you know, like your inner thighs, you just get lost. Right, some people it's the back of their knee, for some people it's your toes. You just need to explore and find those areas, those pleasure zones, those areas. And the peak, hey, the the principal or the person in charge, like the I want to say Oga Pata Pata, you know, but if you're not Nigerian, you cannot really understand. Like the chief of them all, yes, that's what I mean, is your clitoris. Hey, that part, you know, it's the knowledge that it can get you there, very powerful. You know, a lot of times, many women think only about the penetrative orgasm, you know, like the orgasm that you have through penetration, and many of us don't actually orgasm through that. That's the reality. Majority of women don't. Majority of women actually experience clitoral orgasm, but we don't even have this knowledge. And so you have many women who are married and are not enjoying sex because they not know, they lack this knowledge. Okay, so it's important to know, because when you know, you can direct your husband to touch you in the right places, and you can actually enjoy sex. This knowledge will set you free. Okay, it will help you to enjoy sex more. So apply apply this knowledge I'm sharing with you. Very important. So that's the number 2 knowledge. Number 3, knowledge of what turns you on. Okay, some people, for some of us, it's the emotional connection, right? For someone like me, I like to enjoy conversations with my husband before we get into it, you know, because that just keeps us, you know, having that bond, having that connection. For some people, it's foreplay, and foreplay is fantastically important. Some people are not aware of this knowledge, and so they get into it straight up, boom. And of course, you're going to be dry. Of course, the woman is not going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy it, right? But foreplay, and for foreplay, it can take some time. It can take a while before you get wet down there. For some people, up to 20 to 30 minutes. And so your husband must be patient with you. The fact that it's just so quick and so fast and you don't enjoy it, of course you're not going to really enjoy it, right? But it doesn't mean that sex in itself is a bad thing. No, that's not what it means. It just means that your husband is not patient enough, is not able to actually take his time to help you get there, to enjoy, you know, that pleasure. And sometimes both of you may not have that time. You know, there's what we call the dutiful sex, and then there's what we call the beautiful sex. Again, this is knowledge, right? The dutiful sex is one that you have, you know, you don't have time. You have when you don't really have time. Let's do it sharp, sharp, or you're not really in the mood, but you know, or guy is in the mood, your husband is in the mood, and okay, let me just meet his needs, because if I don't meet it, who else is gonna meet it? That is my responsibility, right? So you just do it, right? But the beautiful sex is when you are really in the mood, right? Both of you have the time and you enjoy yourself. You're into it. You have all the time for the foreplay, right? And it has the time for the foreplay to get you there, you know. And both of you really enjoy yourself. So that's the beautiful sex. So foreplay very paramount. So make sure that you are intentional about, you know, letting your husband know, you know, like, let's take our time. And part of that foreplay could be massage, right? Let him massage it, be relaxed mentally, emotionally, everywhere, right? And then after you're the even I'll say, oh babe, come in, come in, come in. Right? Because you are already ready. You know, that place has been prepared and the door has been open, you know, for the man of God to enter, right? So that's legit, that's important to have. Another knowledge that's important to have, I think that's number 4, it's knowledge of all the things that will help make things better, right? Knowledge of many other things, I called it. Number 1, lubricants. Some people don't know that lubricants are very efficient, they're very important, and there's sometimes that you may not be able to get wet down there for whatever reason quickly. Lubricants help to enhance, help to make things easier. You know, if things are dry down there, you know, it just helps to make things easier. And get correct lubricant, or good lubricant. Like very efficient lubricants. You know, the knowledge of where to even get these efficient lubricants. Don't go to random places. Don't just go to one grocery store or one chemist somewhere. No, they are adult shops. They are actually sex shops. Go there. They sell these things, right? You and your husband go together and buy correct. It's for your pleasure. It's for your enjoyment. You know, sex is not for unbelievers. It's for believers in marriage. So enjoy it, and everything that you need to enjoy it, please enjoy it. So go and buy correct, efficient, good lubricants. Okay, ideally I would recommend water-based lubricants, fragrance free, you know, one that you would enjoy. And when you apply the lubricant, again, another area of knowledge, apply it to the man's manhood and apply it also to yourself inside there. And then when it enters, it slips inside smoothly, smooth entrance without any problem at all. That's what you want. Okay, so don't say I did not tell you. Try that and thank me later. Leave me a comment. Let me see your comments. Okay, so knowledge of lubricants very important. Knowledge of, you know, knowing that you also can initiate. A lot of times we think that, oh, initiation is only for the man, and you know, he's the one that's meant to chase me. Maybe he was doing the chasing before marriage. But when you get married, please, on your pleasure also. Yes, babe, come here. You know, I want to deal with you tonight. You know, take charge. You know, you are in charge also. You can be in charge also. Take charge of your pleasure. Initiate, because when you initiate, it also turns you on, right? You feel good. The man feels good. He feels desired by you. So it's important that you're aware of this. Don't just think that, oh, if I initiate, then you think I'm a prostitute, you think I'm a slut, or you think, no, your husband is not thinking all those things when you're married. Please, he thinks that, whoa, I love this wife, I love this woman, yeah, that's my girl. Okay, even if it's a pastor, okay, quote me, I said it. All right, knowledge that it is not only missionary style that is the holy style. Hey, Christian women, come closer, please. Knowledge that you're not only supposed to be under all the time. Come on top, ladies, come on top. It's time to come on top. Yes. Take charge in that other room. Okay, you can come on top. If you're thinking, oh, you know, he does it pain it whenever he goes in is painful, you to take charge and control the pressure, the extent of the depth, whatever, when you come on top. Yeah, so there's so many things that you need to be knowledgeable about when it comes to this thing. But I mean, that's what I'm going to share with you on this particular episode. So I hope this is helpful. Get all of that knowledge, because it will help you to enjoy your sex life even way more than you're doing now. So that's number one, knowledge. Okay, number two is communication. I cannot overemphasize this. You know, it's important that you express how you feel to your husband. Your husband cannot read your mind. So if you want something, if you desire something, let him know. Don't just say, and I wish that my husband would be like this, so, and I wish that my husband can touch me like this. So no, communicate. Oh sweetheart, I wish that I desire, you know, like we do this, we do that. Whatever your fantasies are, tell him about it. Okay, and I want to also encourage, don't just lie down there and just wait for him to do all the job. You know, communicate, babe, I think we should do this, do it like this, touch me here, or even bring his hand. Okay, let him put his hand there where you want it to be. Yes, okay, direct the man of God where you want him to be. Yes, communicate. Non-verbal communication, verbal communication, whatever the communication is, make sure that you are communicating. Don't just stay there and be quiet and lie down like a log of wood. No, you're not going to be enjoying. If you're not enjoying and the man doesn't know that you're not enjoying, how does he? I mean, sometimes the men also need our feedback to know, oh, am I doing the right thing? Can I improve? Or does she want me to do it this way? You know, so you've got to be willing to express yourself. And the communication is not just in the moment, before, during, and after. When I say before, during, and after, yes. So before, you know, it could be while you're at work, but if you're exchanging, flirting around with your text messages, I'm going to deal with you tonight, it's going to, you know, all those kind of things. And then during the moment, you're not just lying down there, you're having conversations, you are moaning, you are telling him, oh baby, yes, I'm enjoying it, continue, you know, do it like this. You are expressing yourself, right? And then when he finishes, oh sweetie, that was on point, that was sweet, that was that was amazing. You keep it up. Yes, that's my man. You tell him whatever it is. And if there are things that you don't like, not in the bed, not immediately, not in the bedroom, and not immediately, much later. Oh, sweetheart, I think our sex life can do. Oh, I think you're doing very well, but I think maybe we could do this next time, And then you praise him again. The sandwich method of communication. Okay, you say you praise, then you tell him the correction, then you praise again. Okay, but you've got to communicate. The only way that you can have a very great sex life is you can't have a great sex life without communication. So communication is important. Okay, you must express and have yourself, and have conversations all the time when it comes to a sex life. Right, I hope that is helpful. So that's number 2. Now let's go into number 3. Number 3 is get your brain ready to enjoy sex. Yes. Can I tell you something? Your brain is the biggest sex organ. It's your biggest sex organ, ladies. If you want to enjoy sex, yes, you've got to tell yourself, I am going to enjoy it. I will enjoy it. I have the capacity to enjoy it. Okay. And why do I say this? Sometimes we've been affected mentally, psychologically, and emotionally in different areas and at different areas of our lives, and there are different stages of our lives. What do I mean by this? Some of us may have experienced sexual assault, sexual trauma, or like even things like rape, in our lives, and as a result of that, we've gone through lots of traumatic events, for some people it's sort of like multiple events in their lives like that, to the point that now that they're now married, they're scared, they're afraid, or they're having flashbacks, about those horrible experiences, such that the man that is not loving and wants to actually pleasure them, they are resistant, they are afraid, they cannot really open up. Your mind, your brain is trying to protect you because you're re-experiencing that threat that you have gone through in the past, so you cannot fully open up to enjoy the pleasure that there is right now. There are so many other ways people have experienced trauma in their lives, and it is important that if you're in that stage, or you've gone through something like that, please get help. Very, very important. Get help. There are different people who can, different forms of therapy. I would personally recommend trauma focused therapy to help you in that area of your life, so that that experience does not hinder you from enjoying the pleasure that God has for you in your area of sex, in your sex life, right? So that's very important. The other thing that some people also have is the fear of pregnancy. Oh my God, yes, I know that. I personally experienced that, in the early years of marriage, where I was, after my first baby, I was scared. Oh my God, we're gonna have a second baby, right? And this did not make me want to open up to my husband, where we're doing the withdrawal method. Oh my, that method it does not work. It does not work. It does not work. Okay, if you are doing withdrawal method, you are on your own. Okay, the baby can come anytime, right? And because of that, I was not really able to relax and enjoy it. I was afraid, oh, I might get pregnant again. Guess what? I did get pregnant again. So if you don't want to be like me, please do something about the pregnancy. Okay, get a find a contraceptive method, get counseling, for contraception, and then go with one that would be helpful for you and your husband. Very important. Okay, some other people also, it is lots of things, like one of the things I mentioned here is bitterness, resentment, unforgiveness. Our brain is a powerful organ, like I said earlier, and so if you are holding a grudge towards your husband, he's hurt you in different ways, and you have not been able to let go. Maybe you haven't had time to have that conversation with him about it, or maybe he still continues to behave that way. You haven't seen changes. Of course, that you would not be able to release yourself to him emotionally to the point that you are able to enjoy it. There are many people who they're having sex with their spouses, but they're not enjoying it. Just doing, just going through the motions of it, right? Just doing it because I need to do it, but the pleasure is not really there. So how many years do you want to continue to go on to not actually enjoy the pleasure. It's important that whatever it is, please talk about this hurt, this pain, um this resentment, this bitterness, whatever it is that is causing it, so that you can offload, right? And actually then begin to release yourself, because you are just you're punishing yourself, you're punishing your brain, and your brain would not let you have the liberty to actually enjoy pleasure because you are not happy. So if you need to have that conversation, if you need to speak to somebody about it, get professional counseling, professional help, it's important. But you must make sure that whatever it is that is stopping you from enjoying it, in terms of unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, please let's go, and let God and let pleasure help you, to overcome all of those things. I mean, I've been there, so I know how those things can be very damaging to our sexual life. Very important. The other thing I was going to also talk about is what I call poor self-image. And a lot of times, many of us women go through this, or we have this experience, with pregnancy and childbirth, delivery, hormones. We put on a lot of weight in pregnancy, and childbirth, and all of that, and we become a different woman, different person entirely, such that the person that we were before we got married, maybe you were like a size, for me, I was a size 6 before I got married, and by the time I had given birth, and I had my boys, I was a size 10. Right, I was wearing a size 10 at the time, so I had obviously put on so much weight. And for some of us at that stage, you become very self-conscious. We think, oh, my husband may not be attracted to me anymore. We don't even like what we look like, and sometimes in the other room we are covering ourselves, the light is off, we are not fully able to release ourselves to be open. We become shy, and we lack the confidence to be that dominating woman in the other room, right? And it does bring down our energy, it brings down our libido and things like that. But I want to let you know, let me tell you a secret. Your husband doesn't see those things, he does not see them. He doesn't even, many men won't even notice. They just see you like, whoa, you're still that woman, and they're ready to dive in. Yes, they're ready to dive in. But I want to help, I want to encourage you, please. If whatever you need to do, but I want you to know that you're in a phase of your life that is beautiful, right? The fact that you have put on weight doesn't make you less beautiful, it doesn't make you less of who you are. You are still amazing, you're still gorgeous, you're still beautiful, and that confidence starts from the mind, it starts from here. So begin to love yourself and work on that self-image, right? Whatever you need to do for you, do it. If you need to go to the gym, do it. If you need to get a personal trainer, do it. If you need to go on a diet, do it. But don't do it for people, right? Or because of what people say. No, do it for you, right? So that's important. If you need to be fit again, right? Because this is one of the things that will help you actually enjoy sex, being fit. I realize if you want to be on top, that you need that energy, energy. Right, and going to the gym, for me, it's helped me 100%. Okay, so it's helped me to be fit, it's helped me to last longer, when I'm riding. So I want to encourage you. Sex is beautiful, sex is enjoyable, sex is godly, sex was created by God for your enjoyment. Yes, I said so. And so if you're not enjoying it, you can begin to enjoy it. See, there are people who are like sex coaches or sex therapists, get help, find them online. Make sure that you're getting a Christian one, especially if you're a child of God, if you're a Christian. Have a conversation with your husband about it, and both of you can go together. The fact that your husband or you had a previous experience sexually before marriage doesn't make you an expert, and that's part of things that you need to know also. When you're married, you and your spouse, you and your wife, you and your husband, you are now you're not the same people that you were in the other relationships that you were in, right? This person that you're not married to is different, so you need to find out what pleasures my husband, what pleasures my wife, and then walk according to that pleasure. Okay, so I hope that you found this really helpful. Let me know in the comments. Don't just watch, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video if you like it. Until I see you again, I am Blessing Ekondaya. I am the confident woman, and I hope this has been a blessing to you. God bless you, and God bless your home and your marriage. Bye for now.